And welcome to Thicc Boy Fight Club. This is your Balkan boy.
Andrew the Beast Tyson.
Dennis the Bosnian Menace. Yeah, breaks.
It's gonna be an awesome podcast. But before we get started, we got to shout out, our restaurants. And today we've been eating Balkan food from Sarajevo Grill, authentic Balkan food, Bosnian spot in this area too. So keeping it local again, right by East
city.
Mall. And they got cevapi, burek. If you know your Bosnian and Balkan food, you already know. Heavy on the meat, heavy on the bread, cheese. You know.
I'm from Hamilton. I'm from Hamilton, so we also have some good Balkan food. I'm Bosnian too, so shout out Scout Cafe and also Comics Foods. Some very good food over there. There's a couple of my friends that own these restaurants in Hamilton, so shout out, you freaks.
I'm keeping that same energy. Another spot on Lakeshore in Etobicoke, right down the street from me. Dopest Duck Food Truck. I don't think I've gotten to bring you over there yet, but the best way I could describe it is imagine if you go to we have Rib Fest, Jerk Fest. Imagine if there was a competition for food trucks. This place has everything from pulled pork, beef brisket, mac and cheese. It's so far. They have assortments of donuts. I don't even know if the menu's the same all the time. If you go on their Instagram, it's the craziest stuff. And it's jerk chicken sandwiches. And it's literally as if a bunch of different type of restaurants were coming to a competition. And this guy has all this stuff. It's crazy.
One guy has those.
One guy, it's nuts. And
where is this?
He actually reached out when
You've been keeping out on us.
Yeah, I always forget to order for the fight night. So we're going to do it this weekend. But this place is dope as hell.
Thanks, man. I'm cutting weight.
After your fight. We'll eat it this weekend. You'll have it after the fight.
Sorry, I can't eat with my eyes.
I'm like I said before, the best food in the city is in Etobicoke. And I'm literally picking places just on Lakeshore. We're not even getting into the Dundas, Bloor, Queensway part of Etobicoke yet. So literally best food in the city. So dopest duck food truck.
So we got an exciting episode of Thicc Boy Fight Club because today we got a legend with us.
Legend.
Denis, the Bosnian Menace. Brat Moy, my brother over here. He's one of the top-ranked MMA fighters in Canada. And when it comes to Muay Thai and striking, this guy has done it all. He's been to Thailand, China. Denis, man, why don't you just tell us how you got started and we'll get all right into it.
Okay. So the way I got started with the Thailand and China stuff, I started martial arts with Kurolin in 2002, right? I was a bad little guy. I just got out of doing some time, right? And I got to a fight at a high school, right? And so what happened was I got kicked out of all these high schools, and I was only allowed in this one high school.
The Bad Boys High School, right?
Yeah, well, that's the high school that I went to, and because all the other high schools were, they didn't allow me, right? Because I got into a big fight. It was like a big fight at a school, right? At a different high school. So, so anyways, I got back into this high school. It was 2002, right? So I got a co-op placement at a Premier Fitness, right? So I went there and I was introduced to this guy. Kurolin was there, right? And anyway, I first talked to the boss and then they introduced me to Kurolin. And then he was like, "Go ahead, come here and just show me around the gym and show me what I had to do. Show me the toilet. So you gotta scrub the toilets, you gotta clean this, Then he took me upstairs. You gotta put these weights away and this and that. And then he showed me this little boxing room, right? And there was one guy that was there. He was a boxing coach. His name was Ian Major, which was one of his first students, right? So anyways, I seen a couple of bags there, and I was already doing I was already into martial arts. I did Taekwondo before that since I was 10 years old.
You were a champion in Taekwondo, right?
Yeah, I was a world champion in Australia 2005. It was my first world championships actually. And I was a world champion in Taekwondo, but so I just actually that was afterwards. After I met him, I became a world champion in Taekwondo. But I was always in martial arts. So I seen the bag. I started playing with the bag. you know. And then he just looked at me. He's like, "Oh, forget about the toilets. You're gonna stay here. You're gonna teach boxing with this guy." Right?
Nice
So
way to get out of it.
that was how I started, right? I started there, and I seen these guys were doing. It's like, now you're gonna learn. We're gonna teach you how to fight. You know, forget about taking my dough and
Take my
it's
dough.
Like, forget about taking my dough, and they're gonna teach you how to fight for real. So I seen what he was doing, and then started from there, man. I just started training with him. 2 weeks after that, I got my first kickboxing fight or Muay Thai fight.
Nice.
2 weeks after that, yeah. After that, man.
So how long was it before you transitioned to MMA from doing like stand up? I know you were mostly kickboxing, Muay Thai, like.
Yeah, that's a funny story. One day it was actually one of the girls that I used to date at the time. It was her birthday. It was 2007, right? Mind you, I was still training. I was always training. But I was on the streets a lot also, right? So I wasn't really like serious about it. But I was always ready to fight. Like I love to compete. I'm a competitor, you know what I mean? I love to compete, you know. So, and Cruelin knew that I was that guy that will just take fights at any time, right? So anyways, what happened was I called the Lynn one morning to get some tickets because I heard there was an MMA fight. I'm gonna take this girl, watch a fight, right?
Yeah, this is on the reserve, right?
This is on the IQ.
Because back in the day, there was no MMA legal.
No,
You're
no.
like a pioneer. Like you've like been around for fucking Stari Chicha.
Yeah, for over a decade, right? Well, about 15 years now, almost.
But yeah,
13, right?
keep going.
So I'm like, Coach, I need some tickets. I'm gonna take this girl. I want to take this girl watch the fight. It's her birthday. He's like, what ticket, man? You fight tonight. You get your ass down here. I'm hung over, bro. You know, like I just came from a party. This is a Saturday. So Friday night. I'm hung over. Like this is a Saturday morning. Like a Friday night, we're already partying. And it was her birthday. You know, so woke up hung over. I haven't even trained or nothing. I know training camp. You know, I go to the gym twice a week, whatever, fucking kick it a little bit just to make myself feel better. But I didn't know, like, so I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, get your ass down here. We got to weigh you in. I said, what? Weigh you in? Bro, what do you mean weigh you in? He's like, don't worry, because you're last minute, you don't have to really be on weight. You're a replacement because a guy didn't show up. Some guy didn't show up for the fucking weigh-ins, bro. And lucky enough that I just called to get some tickets. He's like, perfect. You're going to fucking get this guy.
It was like a sign, you know, like
right? I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, fucking went down there, fucking.
And this is an MMA fight.
Sobered
So
up.
you knew it was an MMA fight, so
And this was
I'm
was
not
it pro or amateur? Because were you
pro?
Yeah,
It's
because you
pro.
already went pro as Muay Thai and kickboxing, right?
well, and back then the reserve
was-
fights, they were just pro fights. Everything was good to go.
I'm
But anyone could like almost go and fight, right? Like anybody.
That
could,
was
like-
my
clearly.
pro
Yeah.
entrance to the sport,
yeah, a wild one. Fuck.
right? So I fought. Fuck, man. You guys better edit this part out. Because he's going to be pissed at me. Paul Jackman. Sorry, shout out Paul Jackman, brother.
How'd the fight go?
These guys got me high and shit. Got me forgetting what the fuck I'm trying to say. It's their fault.
I was literally thinking that. This
So,
thick boy
yeah.
life ain't easy. You got to train
Yeah.
for this thick boy life.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to live it.
Exactly.
So how was this guy another striker? So was it
He was
easy thing?
actually he was a karate guy. He was a world champion. He was a world champion karate guy. He was fucking legit, man.
So it was at least
Guy-
another stand-up
It was
guy.
another
They didn't like,
striker.
have to throw you in
It
some,
was
like,
another
jiu-jitsu,
striker.
but okay, all
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It was a little bit dark. I think it was supposed to be at 135, but like because it was catch weight. Obviously, I couldn't make weight. It was the day of the fight. When I
Yeah.
fought,
And what do you
right?
walk around in back then? Like
Fuck,
140?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I couldn't tell
50?
you. I was heavier, right? Because I was like fucking. I wasn't really training hard, bro. I just come to the gym just to fuck around, you know. Like I train. I love this because I love the sport. I never really left it. You know what I mean? Like I was in and out of this shit a lot because I was in the streets a lot when I was younger, right? Stupid, right? But it's not even the streets. I was actually just partying. Fuck, man. Just like going to the bow bow. Going for some dances. But yeah, I mean, But I was always ready to fight. I was always like, I tried to stay in the gym as much as I could because I always wanted to fight, compete, right? And I mean, if there's a fight lined up, I'm gonna fucking obviously smart. I'm not gonna party.
Yeah, you can prepare for war.
Of course, right? If I have but if it's just out of nowhere like that, you know what I mean?
That's a real fighter. You got to be ready
You
to
really
fight at all times.
No.
Well, because
Even
you've
when
done,
you're not ready.
Even when
because
you're
you've
not
done
ready,
really
yeah.
well in MMA. Like recently, you've been winning. Like you've
You beat a
mul-
UFC vet, Tyrion Ware.
You've beaten multiple UFC vets, right?
2.
Yeah, he's beaten 2, and so I know that's
Fought
actually
in
been
Bellator. I think in Bellator was one of the most fun fights when you fought Chucky Mady there, because I think you threw every move I've ever seen you throw at me at sparring on him that day. I was like, oh, I know that one. That's the hook kick. That's the jump kick. That's
I had a
the
lot of fun
Superman.
that fight. I was actually in probably the best shape of my career because I was supposed to fight. I had a 9-month training camp.
Oh man, I felt like you could have ended it sooner, and you were just like
No,
having
I was
fun.
having a lot of fun.
You were having fun. You were
and,
just landing all your shit on him. It was
Yeah.
crazy to watch. I think you broke his jaw, and that's how the fight ended, right?
Yes.
Eventually, you just couldn't go anymore.
Yeah.
So he just didn't come out onto the third round. And at the end of the second round, he just broke his jaw. And he's like,
That's
"Right, I'm
that.
done."
Well, man, I know how hard you hit. You are gifted with some heavy hands too. You know,
Thank you, man.
along
Thank
with that
you, man.
Bosnian head. I just
Yeah, you do
I
got
just
a
got
nog-
the
y'all
head.
do got noggins,
I just
bro,
got the
for real.
noggin, but yeah,
You know
man.
what it is though? Like you have. It's not how hard you hit. It's just it's the technique, bro. It's how you use your body, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
100.
I just know how to throw my body into my shots, right? I don't just punch to fucking punch. When I punch, I'm driving right through. I'm putting in momentum and you know what I mean. There's
Torque
all this-
technique. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just technique, man. You know, it's just like jiu-jitsu. You guys, you know how you would slip it. It's just technique, bro. You know, and with that technique, I just add a lot of momentum, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And because I have a lot of explosiveness. I'm very explosive, so I think maybe it comes from that, right?
So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what do you have? So what's the next thing? Because I know obviously because it's pandemic, it's obviously I know everyone here has missed a fight.
Yeah,
So what has been kind of?
I mean, I haven't fought in a year.
Yeah, like how have you been dealing with this? What do you got next? Is it
When was your
MMA?
last fight? It was
Is
January?
Muay Thai?
My last fight was in mass fight in
China.
in Cambodia.
Oh, in Cambodia.
I fought I fought a mass fight in Cambodia right after I fought Tyrion Ware.
Oh, I thought Tyrion was your last fight.
No,
For people
Tyrion-
that don't
after
know, mass
Tyrion-
fight is a 9-minute round, right?
1 9-minute round,
Round?
and
I like
you
that.
can only win by knockout.
With MMA gloves.
With,
and throws are allowed, like wrestling throws. They just stand you back up.
So it's not MMA. It's kind of like MMA gloves, but they're like they're small, like 6-ounce boxing gloves or 4-ounce boxing gloves. Right?
Are your
Because
hands
they
open?
They close the so you don't poke, right?
Ooh.
So you can finish. Sorry. So the rules are: it's a 9-minute fight. You have to finish the fight to win. So you can finish it with a standing submission or a knockout.
Now, do they do the 10-second count or is it?
And it's 2. If it's 3 knockdowns, the third 3 knockdowns, you're out.
And do they give you the 10 count though?
Give you the
Okay,
10,
so
they give you the 10 count.
And you
So-
can throw the guy around and like do like suplexes if you
Oh,
want.
you can do
yeah.
whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
yeah. You can fucking grab him, throw him on his head. If you knock him out like that,
It still counts.
and you say standing submission, so like
standing submission.
I guess
So-
that's arm triangle would be.
yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Or like you can do a
Sometimes you
Guillotine?
can
A guillotine.
and fucking, you know, get a choke in there, you know.
yeah. Oh, that's
good.
Get to a tie clinch and you can slip.
You fought this type of fight twice, right?
3 times.
3 times. China one time, Cambodia.
Macau, Cambodia, and fuck, what was the third one?
I thought the third one was another part of China. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was. It was in Chengdu. You're
Yeah.
right. It
And the other one was
Sichuan.
on the island,
it was
right?
it was in
Hainan.
Sichuan province in the fucking mountains.
Yeah, I remember you
It was
showed me the
6,600
video.
feet above sea level.
Yeah, that's the always
That's-
stuff I
that's-
kind of when I
that's what
take
we
these
fought.
international fights, I'm like, what's the sea level? I
Yeah,
always check.
Bro,
because you don't want to
We got
like
there
get there.
a week before.
Yeah,
and
not enough
I-
time. Not
And
enough
I was training there, and I thought I was fine. But when I got into the ring, I felt like after the 3rd minute, I was dead.
The adrenaline dump too. It's a difference between just training there and then actually You know,
Yeah.
I bet you're gonna have adrenaline pump when you're.
Oh yeah.
Especially those crowds.
So
and-
Artur Kishenko fought on the same show. He was the main event. He
Oh,
fought
wow.
3 dudes
In one night.
in one night
On a mountain.
round. So they do every 3 minutes a new guy comes in.
What? He got Shark Tanked in a professional
Yeah,
fight?
that happened to
Profe-
Simon Marcus too.
You can
in
do
China.
that?
Yeah, because they put guys with lesser skill than you, so you can get like 3 knockouts, 3 different opponents.
That is
possible.
fire.
It's fire. Yeah.
So it's
They just like
literally a-
let them. It's literally like those when you think
Pro
about those
Shark
old
Tanking.
kung fu movies. You know where like
Yeah.
the kung fu guy comes
Yes.
at you like one on one, and you're like, yeah.
Oh, that's
It
fire.
was fun. It was fun to watch. It was actually his corner, bro. 'Cause
That's
he
good.
came. He came with his girlfriend, and like we were
To fight 3 guys.
Because we fought on Kulin Fight together a lot, right? So like we became good friends. Me and Artur. Shout out Artur Kishenko, man.
That's how you know you give 0 fucks. You're fighting 3 different men,
you brought your
and you
girl.
bring your girl.
Yeah, I know.
Artur Kishenko is actually one of the best. One of
He
the
is.
best.
That's
right
what I'm saying. You gotta be a savage to just. You want to go with me? Oh, Dennis will be there. You wanna go right
I'll meet somebody, man. I'll meet somebody,
There.
man. Yeah, that's why.
That's crazy. So, what do you know? Do you have anything lined up next? Do you know if you want to fight? What do you want to do? MMA
Stuff that
next?
you can
Muay
talk
Thai?
about.
Yeah,
Stuff that you
anything
can talk about. Yeah.
Obviously, for the
Well,
this
I
will
can
come out
talk
next week,
about-
by the way.
I can talk about it. I mean, look, I just actually got a message from my manager in Thailand. One of the guys I worked with him for a long time when I was in Thailand, right? He asked me actually to fight if I was ready to fight for April 7th to fight Rodtang.
Oh wow.
World champion from ONE FC.
Wow.
that's a
That's
fight.
a huge fight.
Right?
When did you get
But-
the message?
So that was Monday. After I was done training, I seen the message.
What are they giving you? 5 weeks notice?
About 5 weeks,
Yeah.
5-6 weeks. April 7th. So yeah, about
It's
5.
a big opportunity.
So, has one or anybody made this
So I
public? yet?
obviously I said yes, right? So and then this morning I
course.
woke up to I was scrolling through my Instagram and I seen that he already has an opponent. What's his name? Jake. What is it? John Smith.
Jacob
Smith?
Smith?
Jacob Smith or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know who he is. So
So, is there any
I
word-
just seen that this morning.
do you think they were calling you as a backup? Do you think they just want to make sure you're ready in case?
Well, fuck, man. I'm just gonna fucking stay ready. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, with right now, I think it's always smart if you have a high level because that guy's the champ, right?
He's the champ.
Yeah, so it's smart with COVID right now for them to call 2, even maybe 3 guys. And
3 guys, yeah,
it's
especially
just
if you have a
because
big
with what's
fight.
going on, everything's on the fly. Who knows what will be happening by April 7th?
And that's like a message to all fighters, like especially
ready,
Canadians
man.
that don't have opportunities here. Like you got to be training and staying ready, and you don't know who's gonna call you to come fight.
Out
in
of nowhere. And
4 or
most
5
fights,
weeks,
even in
3
the UFC,
weeks.
everything's been short notice.
Yeah, look how many guys have gone into the UFC, even like your teammates.
Yeah.
That like and they've gotten them last minute
look at
opportunities,
boxing.
24-hour notice.
Look at
you know?
Canelo's fighting every like 6 weeks. Guys are getting like 4-week camps, right? So even at the highest level, boxing
Yeah.
is getting these short camps
Short
out of
notice.
Well,
nowhere.
Rodtang just fought fucking last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Last
see?
weekend. Was it last weekend? Not this weekend. It's past the weekend before that. He just fought.
Yeah, one's been doing nonstop shows recently,
Right?
right?
And now he's got another fight. But another thing is, I was watching. I follow Liam Harrison. Shout out Liam Harrison, one of the legends, and he was supposed to fight soon, right? And I think there's a travel ban, some travel
For Britain,
restrictions,
from England,
right,
yeah.
from UK. So
Yeah.
and this kid is from the UK, so I don't know unless he's fucking training in Thailand right now. So I don't know what the scoop.
Well, that's probably
is. So,
exactly why they reach out to you to make sure, right? Because they don't know what every country's doing.
Yeah,
Change-
may as well
and-
get an Englishman, an Australian, a Canadian.
And UK
you know, and just
literally had
line them all
that.
up.
The last lockdown they went through, it was like a 24-hour notice. So like literally, people had no idea. People got like stuck there. So they're smart for wanting to reach out to you.
Well, I mean, look what happened. We got a fight lined up in Mexico, and then Canada just did a travel
my
ban.
God. That would've been this
You know,
past
so I mean,
Saturday.
you never know what's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
like you mean, you stay
again,
ready.
you gotta stay ready.
Yeah.
But bro, it just sucks fucking training day in and day out and day in and day out and not having nothing to train for.
Tell
I
us
can
about
be
it.
Doing something else to make money, bro. Because
Yeah.
training does not pay the bills, bro.
It doesn't.
You know what I
And
mean?
we all know that. The goal is always to find a way to make money and
You
still
know,
find
so
the time to
and
train.
it sucks. Like I'm trying to focus on making some money, work, and try to train some clients and do whatever, you know, instead of like it's taken away from my training. and it's taken me. It's kind of like sometimes I'm not even motivated to train because I got fucking nothing to train for, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing to look forward to. I rather like look for a way to make some money, bro. You know what I mean?
I feel
Because
you.
it's tough times right now. Like fucking nobody's working, man. The gyms are shut down. I mean, Hamilton is open now, so you know.
Yeah, and
But,
gym's
like,
essential, man. And you know we've been.
Oh yeah, we've been pumping that gym essential thing for a while now, and yeah, it's well, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's just something we're going to talk about a little bit later on. About there's been a couple cases now where they're saying that they're deeming gyms essential because it's for mental health.
Yeah.
So if you can actually
From my mental health, I know
so if
for
you can
yours for
prove
sure.
through a chiropractor, and this is a good thing to actually talk to you guys about anyway. Now there's word, and gym owners, if you're watching this, or somebody, if you know somebody, if you have a doctor's note through a chiropractor, anything involving mental health, and I would argue that like everyone's a little bit crazy, especially if you're already into fitness. I think that's something you'll be able to find easily. I think so. If most people, this is just the first time a lot of people are finding this out, so we're gonna talk more about that later on as well. But yeah, I know that's why it's so tough for guys to stay motivated for a lot of these fights because, like he said, it's like you never really know if it's
Yeah,
gonna come
it's
through.
different when you're training for a fight. You're training twice a day when you're training for a fight. You know, it's different when we're just training once a day
Three
and then go
times
eat
sometimes.
3 times. Yeah. So
Especially when you're gonna fight a world champ, right? And he's training.
yeah, you're doing you got to make
and
sure
you
you're doing
know,
everything.
like bro, if you guys look up this fucking killer.
He's a killer.
He's killing.
He
You're
is.
showing
Like,
us,
bro, like 5 weeks is not enough to prepare for this kid, bro. This
let alone
guy's,
5 weeks with limited
This guy is
training.
ranked #1 in the world in Muay Thai at this weight division. I think he's pound for pound #1 right now.
And he's been fighting.
He's been killing everybody at Lumpini, Rajtamnan, fucking like, bro, the guy's just unstoppable. He's a fucking killer.
Yeah, man.
know?
And he's staying active. That's another big
And
thing.
he's active, bro. He's constantly fighting. And if not in ONE FC, he's fighting in Thailand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Big
he's just
shows.
taking time.
Well, it's similar to what we were talking about with the Canelo thing, how he's getting to fight. He's basically having his fights set up before they're done. So
Bro, the
they had
fights
the
for
promo
him-
for him and Billy Joe Saunders the night of his fight. And like it's like he's running practices, like sparring sessions. And same thing, he's picking guys like, 2 guys in the UK who can't train and
Bro, this guy's the fights for him right now are like sparring sessions.
Yeah.
For him. Right
They
now.
are, yeah.
because he's getting to train consistent. Guys are getting these on 5 weeks' notice. Yeah, want to fight this
Guys
kid
are
in
like,
5
oh,
weeks?
I got a huge fight
Bro,
coming up.
when I
I gotta
see
train. And
the
it's
name-
just like another one.
I couldn't sleep all night because I was fucking. I felt like I was smoking crack all night or some shit.
You're like, I should be
So
running.
jittery.
It's adrenaline, yeah.
Fucking jittery. I'm like, I can't believe, bro. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep all night. You know, so excited and then fucking so devastated this morning.
Yeah,
you know,
man,
and
that's crazy.
But again, fucking,
We're all used to disappointments
you
with
never
this
know,
sport.
right?
the
Like,
game,
this
especially
might be
passion.
another game, right? Like,
Yeah.
fucking get you off your toe. You don't know these fucking. It's hard to win over.
That's a
they
good
don't want
point.
They don't want their guys to lose either.
That's
Of
actually a
course
good
not.
point, is to
Of
pump
course
fake
not.
you and have you.
Because, bro, I've lived there, bro. I know how they operate.
If you're a Farang, you'll always be a Farang.
Yeah,
I know.
for sure.
Finagling
For sure.
promoters.
Yeah. I know.
That's how you get fights.
I get fights.
One
Sometimes
FC
you need that.
is
Sometimes you need that.
in Singapore, so it's different from Thailand, right?
Yeah, but still, they
Same.
focus on their
Same,
Asian
same, but
market, right?
different.
Same.
When
but
did ONE
different.
FC come back? Because I know they weren't back for a while the UFC was, and now it sounds like they're running shows a lot.
Yeah, they are.
They came back basically like
They're back, like,
I think the
UFC,
last
I think
4, 5, 6 Fridays, maybe even.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it. And
Singapore, yeah.
New cards keep coming out.
And
Yeah,
it's
I've noticed
different when you have a studio and money like that. They just put on like 5, 6 fights at a time
Yeah.
because there's no audience. And then next Friday, 5, 6 times because it's for your television audience and your
Yeah,
online
pay-per-view
audience,
and
right?
stuff.
So, and I don't know if they're allowing anyone there, right, to watch.
I'm not sure.
All right.
And so is this card, because I know this is basically Muay Thai with the 4-ounce gloves, right?
Yeah.
And so is this card going to have MMA on it as well, or is it just going to be...
Yeah, they always do it kinda
they
like that.
have-
Yeah.
They have it's a mix, right? That's why I love ONE Championship, man, because like you're not just
Entertaining.
watching MMA. There's Muay
Yeah.
Thai, kickboxing, and MMA, and you got legends in all
Yeah.
in all,
All three.
different all in all.
Sure,
three.
they're MMA's blown out.
legends are there fighting. Like you got like
Nikki
like
Holskin.
John Wayne Parks
And Nikki
fighting
Holston.
Nikki.
Yeah.
in the
That's
4-ounce gloves.
Isn't Georgia Petrosian with them too?
Giorgio, he just won their tournament.
Yeah.
$1 million tournament.
Yeah, I watched that. That was
Yeah,
crazy.
they're doing well.
That was the biggest. So again, that was the highest paid tournament that's kickboxing in kickboxing history.
Of course, $1 million.
And there's
$1
guys here that
million.
have turned down UFC offers to go to ONE. It just pays
Yeah, because the
better.
money they pay, especially up front.
Yeah.
They
I
pay
don't
a
know,
lot
man.
more
I
up
don't
front
know,
on
man.
average.
Shane Campbell, they didn't offer him too much.
Really?
Yeah, they didn't offer him too much.
For
What would
MMA?
you pick? UFC or one? If it was offered
I would
to you
do
both.
one because I could fight in all the fucking.
Yeah.
You would be more active.
I would.
Yeah.
Be, I
You could do
fight in-
kickboxing, Muay Thai.
everything.
Yeah. For you, that one's the perfect
Perfect.
organization.
And Muay Thai with 4-ounce gloves for you is literally like
That's what I want. That's
That's
my-
literally like fighting you in the worst possible place. man.
Yeah, that's like the
You
perfect
know?
role for a guy like
You know,
That's
so,
what I mean, right?
you know?
Like that's exactly. That's like it's like they made it for me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you'll
They
take
built
way
it.
more risks and throw crazier shit if you know.
Oh,
yeah.
bro, and
yeah.
it'll be so much more fun.
So why do you think you don't see more organizations doing that? Because I remember even when that Conor and Mayweather thing happened, I said if you want to make it really fair, do the boxing match in 4-ounce gloves. Now, not that Mayweather still want to beat him, but there's certain punches that Conor landed.
It's totally different. You
Yeah,
know,
so
you
like,
fought big gloves, you fought small
Yeah,
gloves.
why do you think that more organizations over here haven't tried that? Because I don't see how that one works. We have bare knuckle fighting here.
Would you ever do bare knuckle?
Yeah, I was actually asked.
You know he would.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I want him to answer it, but of course I know.
I was asked to do it. I mean, if the money's right, I'll do it for sure.
Shout out our guy
But-
Steve Banks. He's fighting this weekend in Full Metal Dojo.
That's my boy,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, Steve
Panda
Banks.
Banks.
Panda
Panda
Banks.
Banks.
The gang. And Johnny Tello just got a fight there too. Remember Johnny Tello? Spanish boxer, fought amateur for us at a bunch of shows. He's fighting bare knuckle there too. So
Heavyweight bare knuckle.
So look. I was asked by Fight Night to do a bare knuckle fight there, right? I would want to do it. It's not about the money, but at that time I was chasing names because I'm trying to fight for
Yeah.
a big show, right?
yeah,
So
which is why you fought
like,
Terran Ware.
because I'm not even getting younger. You know, I'm getting old. Not that I feel old, you know, but I'm fucking kind of, you know, like I'm feeling like I'm getting there, but I'm not letting it, you know, happen, you know.
It's a mindset.
But now it's the best time to fight because now you've accumulated the
And
most
it's a lot of people
knowledge.
talking in your ear. And you're old and you're old. Shut the fuck up, man. Tell me I'm fucking old, man. You know. I hate that. How much longer are you gonna fight? Until my fucking legs fall off, nigga. Punk. Freak.
So wait, how old's John Wayne Parr then?
Oh, bro, he's like 46.
Right?
Yeah,
He's
nobody
still
tells him
going.
this stuff.
Old.
And
Listen,
he just
it's
had
really
a fucking hip or a knee replacement or something.
Listen, I've had 3 knee surgeries. I'm still love fighting, man.
Yeah, that's what
I've
I
had.
remember. 'Cause
I've
Nicky's
had the
not that
best.
old. Nicky's like late
look at
30s.
Yeah.
Look at what fighting has allowed like 2 fucking poor Bosnian kids like us to do. Like, look at all the crazy places we've gotten to go to and travel to, all because of fighting. I don't know what I would do without MMA. What I would do without martial arts. Period.
You'd be a different type of guy.
Yeah, I'd be
Like, I think
fucking
about
eating
you without
chivapi.
training.
I'd be eating chivapi and smoking cigarettes and just getting fat.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't
fucking
rakia and just like
and gossiping about something.
talking about I could have been a fighter.
and how you, and how you were the best.
I could have been the best. You know,
Yeah.
like fuck that.
Yeah,
you know?
man. It's one thing to talk about it, and it's another thing to be about it.
Well,
You know?
cheers to that.
So is that the only offer you've gotten this year so far?
That's the first one, man. I was actually a little bit depressed for a while because I've been having nothing. Like my teammates are getting all these offers. I'm just
Oh yeah,
like,
because Kyle is in the UFC and all that.
yeah, and my teammates are all fighting, and I'm just like banging my head off the fucking wall. It's like dang, dang, you know.
Man, any promotion would be lucky to have you.
Yeah, but I'm hoping the one thing though. At least if they gave you so were they offering you just that fight? Or were they trying to offer you a contract overall?
I was just asked for. Look, the guy's just like, hey, how's your weight, bro? And how's your training, bro? I said, my training, bro, is okay, but my weight, bro, not so good. But no
They
problem.
bring
What?
you cheese
Big
and bread to
boy.
eat
Right?
today.
Right?
Boy
So
life.
no, I was 150, right?
For 35, that's not that heavy.
150. I was 68.5 kilos.
I remember you were talking
There's a
about going to
time-
125,
yeah.
and I was
I
like,
was like, oh, damn.
what?
Why? Why not?
Yeah.
Bro, I make fucking 135. Like, bro, I don't even have. I don't.
So wait,
even
you're
cut.
150 right now?
I'm 148.
Yeah,
I
he
was
could
this
be
morning.
flyweight. I
You
gotta
walk
say,
around like that when
I'm
you're
the
not
same
training.
size as you, really.
That's what I
Point.
mean.
I don't know why I imagine
And I
him
cut
almost
the
bigger than you.
flyweight, you know?
Yeah, I always thought that you were bigger than him, but yeah, I
He's
guess
taller. I'm short.
I guess you are a little taller.
He's
yeah.
stockier. though.
Yeah, I'm just short.
That would have been. I just think about you at 125. That just seems crazy.
Me or him?
Well, you, I already know that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I know I'm a big 25er for sure. the day of the fight, and some of those guys I tower.
Oh, I've seen you at weigh-in.
I think if I get signed to the big show, I'll do 125.
They need 25ers.
Yeah. And it's the easier. Let's be
I'll
real. It's
bang
the
out
easier
all
path.
those little bitches.
Right now, of course.
It's always been.
I think 35 is the
35
toughest
is
division in the
35 is
UFC right
a
now.
much tougher division than 25.
So even
Oh,
with this UFC fight this weekend,
35 right now
Best
is
division.
looking scary.
best division in the UFC, in my
it's
opinion.
yeah,
Bro,
and
it's fucking
Best division.
scary. And but there's a lot of guys that are they dropped a lot of weight, dropped weight classes to go to 30. 35 in UFC is looking scary right
scary, man. When you
That's
have
how
guys
know
like
how well the UFC is doing.
when you have
That's
guys like
the
Jose
third
Aldo,
fight.
Dominic Cruz, Frankie Edgar, like they could possibly be
TJ
just at the
Dillashaw.
end of the top
TJ.
10,
Another
outside
main
the top 10.
chest.
TJ
Another
Dillashaw
main
could come
guarantee
back.
that they could win these next set of fights. Like
Cody
Cody Garbrandt
Garbrandt
is
is
a
there.
scary man. And the fact that they have a 3 title fight thing and that's the third fight.
Marlon
tells you how
Moraes,
good the
Corey
UFC is doing.
Sandhagen.
It's crazy.
It's just like an
Aljamain
endless thing.
Sterling, the guy who was fighting for the belt. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I
it's-
don't want to. You know what I
And
mean?
then we forget the guy who had the belt like left. We forget that there's an Olympic champion, the only one ever in UFC who was at, like
Henry
he decides to
Cejudo.
come back.
I mean-
best of it. I know people talk about 155, but to me, 135 is the best division in the sport by far. 25, they definitely need stars.
Yeah.
Like I would love to see you fight for.
That Davison Figueiro though is
I would love to
a
see that fight.
beast.
Like
That
he was
UFC
stand
champ
up with
right
you
now.
too. Like I would love to see them two fight. Like
I would love
him and the champ. Like
Oh, yeah.
that's a fight I would watch right now.
Oh, yeah.
I actually watched him fight the Mexican guy. What's his name?
Moreno, they're doing a rematch. That was nuts.
That was a crazy fight. I think
It was good, bro, but I don't know, man. I have high expectations because it's a championship fight, but I felt like it could have been a little bit better. Because, bro, in the second round, they were both tired.
Well, it was a short notice fight too.
Yeah.
They
they both
fought
It was like
3
less
weeks
than a
or
month
2
before,
weeks. Yeah.
So
before.
2 weight cuts. Ferrero's huge.
Ferrero's huge.
He's huge.
Whereas I think Moreno's not a big guy.
Moreno's not big.
So it didn't really affect him. I think
Ferrero, I think will destroy.
I
him this
think
time.
yeah, I think in the
he destroys him
rematch
this
he'll
time.
kill him because like he'll have the time to like recover properly. Like that's what plays a big factor. And you'll see when you cut down to 25.
Oh, Birdie,
you don't know
I
what the
fought
recovery is going to be
twice
like.
a month before I know exactly
It's
what
terrible.
I'm talking.
The worst for me was wrestling. When I did wrestling and I cut down to 57 and I had the wrestling tournament the next week and I was like, how on earth am I going to do this? And that
Well, it's
second
also different when
and
you
that
know you're gonna
second
fight,
tournament,
right?
yeah.
Like you go to Thailand, like you hear people tell the story that when they go out there, they know they're gonna fight up. You like kind of just you're fighting, right? Like that's kind of what happens.
Yeah, but
to
you don't
Well,
fight.
that's why
You
I
don't
went-
cut the weight then. You fight at a higher
exactly.
weight.
So whereas when you fight and you think you're about to swag, you probably it was a few days before they're like, we want you back. I'm sure he probably ate like he's Brazilian. Who knows what he did for those
They
3-4
don't. They
days?
don't. Listen, it's hard.
I know how I act
to
after
diet.
fight.
Yeah, I've been there.
They have no diet over there, right? Like, bro, they like in Thailand. If I'm in Buakau's camp, okay, I train with the team, so I stay there. I
eat with the
what they
team.
eat.
Yeah.
So, bro, all they eat is deep fried shit and spicy this and sugar
And
that.
drink.
Bro, they're just throwing shit in there. I'm looking. I'm like, bro, I gotta cut like fucking like 15 pounds.
And they're
bro.
just eating like crazy.
And I'm just like, I don't know what should I say? I don't even know how to say anything. Really?
do what they're
You
doing.
know?
How do I just ask for chicken and rice? Like,
They're
real-
like, we're drinking tonight. You're like, I guess
You
we're
know,
drinking tonight.
like, and then it's like, if I don't eat with them, I don't know. Like, they're like, why this guy doesn't want to? I eat because I don't want him to. Because they're, Thai people.
I eat
like,
because I don't want to upset anybody.
yeah, exactly. Because like they're like, what? Why don't you want? You don't like it? Relax, bro. It's fucking fat. I got a fight coming.
Big bullshit.
You know what I mean? These guys all got deep fried eggs and deep fried fish.
Oh,
and
that sounds
deep fried,
delicious.
and then the
Real
sauce.
thick boy life.
You know the sauces?
The sauce.
Dip this in here. Fuck, bro. Come on. I was dying, bro. Listen, man. I fought the worst weight cut I've ever had. The worst recovery, too. I fought in K1 8-man tournament in Japan.
in Japan, you couldn't get
Japan.
good food in Japan. Come on,
Listen, man. Listen.
what happened?
So I was there with my buddy. That's he was actually he was a director for K1, right? K1. So there was kind of like 2 K1s at the time, right? There was like the Japanese and there's a Chinese K1. I don't know how the fuck it worked out. But anyways, buddy was working for them. It was the same company, but like kind of split in 2, right? It was global. It was K1 global and then K1 something else.
Max or something?
Yeah. So, anyways, so I fought in K1 Thailand, the K1 World Max when Buakau fought Enrico Kale. I fought against Ugravi, right? So after that, they wanted me to fight K1 Japan on an 8-man tournament, right? So okay, I go there with one of the guys from Buakau's team. That's a coach, right? And so we get there. So fuck, I was already, bro. When I got there, I think I had 6 kilos to lose. 6 kilos,
That's like 13 pounds.
right?
Yeah.
So which doesn't seem that much, you know.
But you've been on a flight. You like.
So I'm like fucking blow. So anyways, the first day there, I lose 3 kilos. The first night, right? I'm running off all the airplane shit, right? Because when you're up in the air, bro, you like,
hold on to water, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I got on the scale. I was heavier than what the fuck I was when I got on the plane.
Yeah, like I didn't eat anything.
Eat nothing.
Yeah, I know.
You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
You just drink water.
I didn't even drink water. I had a little bit of tea. I was sipping on tea, like because it was hot, you know. So it's like it's easier to just sip on, stay hot, just you know.
Yeah.
The water is just gonna keep fucking killing it, you know. So, anyways, we get there. I lose the first 3 kilos, bro. Now I gotta lose another 3. Bro, I was up all night cutting weight, bro. It was the worst weight cut I've ever experienced. Now, if you see the pictures, I'm gonna send you pictures because you can show this on your podcast. I literally look like I'm about to fucking die at the press conference. Like, my eyes are just like I can't keep them over there. Like I'm dying, you know. And they're talking and talking. Now listen, now we're trying to get on a scale, but the scale now shows that everybody's over. How the fuck is everybody overweight? Instead of telling everybody that we gotta cut weight again. I said, what the fuck you mean, bro? I'm not the only guy. Everybody's overweight. So you tell everybody got to, you know, because we obviously check the weight before we step on the fucking
Everyone just
scale.
agrees to a catch weight.
You know what I mean? So the fucking scale was broken, bro.
Clearly.
My coach, in the years in the fucking game, right, knows how to work how to fix the scale. Because it wasn't a digital
Calibrated.
scale. It was one, right? So he's like, step on it now. Perfect, bro. I step on. It was a 60 kilo. I was 59.5.
So you overshot it.
Yeah, I
Just
was
a pound overshot.
Yeah, bro. I was dying, bro. And that was the first time. That I made that weight. Right.
That's crazy. Well, our producers try to give us the roundup. Definitely got to have you back on. Hoping you get another fight soon because I can't wait to watch you fight again. Definitely got to have you come up to the gym to train. I know you should pull up there.
I know you moved to
beforehand.
Toronto now, so you can come train with us now, you know?
Yeah, so definitely go check out Denis's Instagram. Go check out his highlights if you've never seen the guy fight.
Also
Absolute
check out
beast.
my website, bosnianmenace.com.
Don't know, he's got rap videos and everything. He's lit. He's lit. I forgot to get at you about that. This motherfucker's lit.
Yeah,
that's it. For
really
that,
appreciate
gang.
you coming, man.
Go check out our boy.
Thank you,
Dope as Duck Food Truck. What was your spot?
Sarajevo Grill.
And what was your spot?
Scout Cafe and Comics Foods. Watch it, freaks.
Don't know.
Watch it,
Watch
freaks.
it, freaks.